Ninjala is a game I've looked forward to honestly for a while now because it's a battle royale that is a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Now we were supposed to get a release last month, but it was pushed off. There was a beta that a few people were able to try, but because the servers were pretty bad, not very many people were able to play it or for very long. So we were able to finally download it yesterday. And of course, during the day they didn't have it ready, and at night when they confirmed that the game was full and available, well, most people couldn't even make it past the tutorial, myself included. Now, honestly, I almost gave up at this point because it felt like the game was just too bugged out to really have any enjoyment out of it. But let me just say, I am really happy I didn't give up on this game because it's actually working now and it really is a good time. What's going on, you guys? My name is Ryan, aka Arpit. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here to the channel or you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get into Ninjala, however you say that, for the Switch. So Ninjala is a close combat battle royale game that's revolved around your bubblegum ninja. You and 7 other players battle it out and try and collect the most points. You earn these points through dealing damage to your opponents or through taking out drones. Now, drones are actually a pretty crucial part of play because if you take out a drone, it increases your S energy, which is kind of like your stamina. And if you increase your S energy enough, you can craft a larger, more powerful weapon, as well as your skills that you have are a little more powerful as well. So if you're able to take out drones faster than your opponents, you will have the upper hand later on in the match. Now, if you and another opponent attack each other at the same time, then a parry ensues. This is a pretty unique part of the game, and it does definitely take some getting used to as well. You essentially go into a rock, paper, scissors battle, but instead of obviously rock, paper, scissors, you can either choose the up arrow, down arrow, or the left to right, which act as the same move. Now, each one you choose has a weakness and a strength to the other two. Now, if you win, you continue your combo, but if you lose, then your opponent gets to continue their combo. So if you win the whole interaction, then you're awarded what's called an ippon. And once the match is over, if you destroyed the most drones, then you're given a 500 point bonus. And if you earned the most ippons, then you are awarded an extra 1,000 points. And most of the games I played, the top people were usually around like 4,500 to 6,000 points, somewhere around there. So they're definitely pretty significant. You can always see where you rank in the upper right hand corner, but these points at the end can change the outcome drastically. Yeah, most of the time, the first, second, or third person usually wins that extra 1,000, but not actually always. So especially in closer matches when there's a pretty tight point differential between like the first 5 people, it can really make a big difference. Now let's get into the weapons, which actually makes the gameplay super different. So you can wield one of 3 kinds of weapons, with each weapon having like 4 different variations for a total of 12 weapons in total to choose from. So there are 4 different katana weapons, 4 hammer weapons, and 4 yo-yo weapons. The katanas are a balance of speed and power, hammers are slower but deal heavier damage, and yo-yos offer more range and are quicker, but they don't hit as hard. Every weapon has a different combination of special attacks. So really takes time to just try out all the weapons and see which one best suits your playstyle, because obviously you have the 3 different types of weapons, and then there's a bunch of different skills with those weapons to kind of try out as well and see which ones you like. My personal favorite is the corn katana because you have this dragon ninjutsu, which is pretty powerful and pretty easy to use. Now there are 2 different game modes that are offered that each have their own ranked modes as well. So you have the free-for-all battle royale, which includes 8 players, and there's also a team battle, which is a 4v4. And like I said, you can play ranked on both of these modes if you do want to compete against players that are more your skill. Now let's get into the paywall, because as we all know, with most free games, they do have some sort of a paywall. Now luckily, this game doesn't really have it at all. It is similar to Fortnite and those kinds of games in that there is a battle pass that you can buy that will reward you with different cosmetics. Now, the only thing that you could argue that spending money does help you advance or be better than other players is these things called shinobi cards, but honestly, you can pretty much earn what you need to just by playing enough matches. Now, there is a single player story that's available for purchase as well. Now, I haven't checked that out. It is $9.99, but is on sale right now for $4.49, so it's 55% off up until July 14th. If that is something you guys would be interested in seeing, definitely let me know in the comments and I can make a video on that depending on if you guys really wanted to see that or not. I really did love learning this game, but there are a couple of drawbacks, at least right now, because some of these will probably change in the future. Now, there are only 2 maps right now to play on, and I don't know if this was just a bug that I was having or if it was just user error, something like that, but I was only ever able to play any matches on the first map. Also, there was one time with the matchmaking that the whole process just kind of quit, and it was taking a long time, but I didn't ever find that to be the case in any of the free-for-all battle matches. It was only when I was trying to find team battles, and I wonder if it was just because there just weren't enough people. So I don't know if that will change. Luckily, the servers for me were definitely good. And like I said, last night, nobody could get on even after they said it was good to go. But it does seem like they fixed most of it so that you can at least get into all of the servers, at least here in the United States. Now, all in all, I do think this free-to-play game is worth checking out if you're a fan of Battle Royale style games, or if you're up for a different kind of challenge. Now, this game does get compared to Splatoon, but it's really only because of the art style. The mechanics and the gameplay is nothing really like Splatoon because Splatoon is more of a shooter, and this is a close combat game. So I really do love that about this game because it does feel very unique and different, and I don't know of any game that really compares as far as game style, in my opinion. There's definitely not a paywall to get through in this game, and it does offer a challenge when it comes to the weapons. There's so many possibilities with the weapons that the difficulty in the game really lies in finding what you like best and what suits your playstyle the most. Now that most of the bugs with the servers are worked out, I really do feel like this is a game that's worth checking out, in my opinion. I do know I was checking their Twitter today and I saw that there were some server issues that were happening like in Korea. And so I don't know, depending on what day you log on, the server might be down. That is one super big drawback right now for the game. But it does seem like they're really trying to fix what they can. So I do think this is a game that if it does see enough support, they'll definitely want to put in the effort to try and fix those issues, because the gameplay, I never found any issues or anything like that with it. I never got quit out of any of my games or anything like that. It was really the only server issues I was having was along with everyone else last night when really nobody was able to get into it. So other than that, I really feel like this is a game that's worth trying out now that most of the bugs with the servers are worked out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting that thumbs up. Again, please subscribe if you guys are new here to the channel as well, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.